Hey everybody, come on in here for a second. Come on in here for a second. I gotta having a moment here, and I want to be transparent and share a little something with you. Uh, everybody talks about all the wins, and nobody really wants to talk about the losses or the grind or the come up or the in between stage or the days when it's hard and you just want to say the hell with it. So I want to share with you. I'm sitting in front of one of the Starbucks I used to office out of, and I'm getting quite emotional because it reminds me of the journey. It reminds me of not wanting to quit. It reminds me of not wanting to give up, knowing that you're working on something great, but it's just not showing. It's just not manifesting. See if I can turn the camera around here. Excuse my technical difficulties because the little deal won't pop up. I was going, well, hell, you know what a Starbucks looks like. But this is one in particular I used to come to all the time, and I just so happened to be driving through here on the way to the office this morning, and I passed it, and I had to stop and turn around because it made me feel a little jittery on the inside to remember. Now, this isn't the only Starbucks that I office out of. This is the main one, and if you're in Houston, it's at the corner of Richmond and Chimney Rock. So I had a little seat in the corner that was pretty much mine. Like all the baristas pretty much knew that was my seat. All the other regulars pretty much knew that was my seat. So even if I came in and somebody was in my seat, they would move. Because a lot of days I was here from, they opened at 5 and they used to close at 11, but they moved it back to 9 for whatever reason. So a lot of days I would be here from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. and just grinding, just working. I would meet clients here. I'd meet potential clients here. I'd also meet current clients to go through coaching sessions or whatever. But this was a part of building everything up. And I just wanted to stop by and encourage you today, for those of you who may be new on your journey or who may be trying to go to the next level on your journey, that it's not over till it's over. And it's not over. It's really not over until you quit. That's really when it's over. It doesn't matter how long it took, because I was in here for years. I know for years. And most of the baristas I made friends with, some of them went on and got, better paying jobs, other jobs, went to other locations, but I can still walk in here and everybody's like, where you been? Where you been? Where you been? And I told them that I have a new office that's like right around the corner. And they were like, we always knew you're going to make it. We always knew. We always knew. And it's crazy how a lot of times other people's belief, you have to leverage that for yourself until you get to that point. Now, I always had a feeling that I would get there. I just didn't know what get there meant. I didn't know when get there would arrive. And a lot of days I used to be like, man, the hell with this. Let me just go find a job somewhere because, I have the credentials and the experience and the connections. And look, I'm not knocking jobs at all. I'm not, don't even go that direction. But I just always wanted something different for myself. I always wanted to maximize what my worth truly was. And a job that's just plain and simple doesn't allow you to do that. Even some of the highest paying jobs don't even really give you what you're worth. So let's just say if I make $100,000 salary at a company, then I'd have to make the company at least 2 or 3 times that in order for them to retain me, because anything less than that, it would be a loss for them. So, companies don't pay people, they pay positions. So no matter how much you do in that position, there's only on the pay. That's why there's a pay scale. So at that job, that position where you're at, it has a ceiling because they've calculated the worth of that position for that company and the money that it makes for that company. So there'll always be a pay scale somewhere. Sure, they can pay out bonuses and things like that, and that's great. But I always want to see what's my own individual worth contingent upon my own gifts, talents, skills, and abilities, and my own hustle, my own effort, and my own growth. So I always wanted to measure, what could that be? So this is not really a lesson like I normally teach. This is just, I'm being transparent for a minute. I'm being open for a minute. I'm being, there's a lot of days I was here and I had so much money tied up in my business that I didn't have a lot of extra money to buy food or gas or anything like that. Or I might have bought a course or a seminar or a mastermind or anything that would help me get my business along. A lot of times you have to make the decision. Do I enjoy this immediate pleasure right now, or do I invest in long term? So investing is more than just money, because like I teach on the 3-tier pyramid of the hierarchy of wealth building, self comes first. You invest in self, then you invest in income producing assets, and then you invest in others is the third. And I have a tutorial coming up on that, but just know that always invest in self first. There is no exception to that. So I just wanted to come real short, encourage you today. I was really just having a moment of gratitude. I was having a moment of emotion, I got teary-eyed a little bit before I came on here, but I just wanted to tell you, don't stop. Uh, if you keep going, how's the old saying go? It's okay to go through hell as long as you keep going. It's okay to go through hell as long as you keep going. So if my story helps you out a little bit, or even if it helps you just take one step along the path, then I've done my job. I'm just, as my good friend Ken, who used to work with me and for me back when I started my business in 2007, he was like, man, you're gonna succeed because you are too stupid to quit. And I was kind of offended when he said it then, but now I know exactly what he meant. I was just too stupid to quit. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not nearly where I want to go yet, but I'm definitely over the hump of trying to figure out, or trying to figure, okay, where's the direction? Where's the landing spot? I'm past that point now. So I'm at least 85 or 90% there. Now it's more so about the process. Now it's more so about, it was about the journey then, but now it's about the journey when you know there's a destination, when you can actually see it. Because every day I go to the office and I'm around, my fellow entrepreneurs, especially Mr. Bobby Bryant, who's my next door neighbor, a very successful entrepreneur and a guy that, we chop up a lot of wisdom and share some business advice, as long as talk college football too. He's a really good guy. So go check out askdos.com if you happen to be a realtor that's looking to get with a cutting edge firm. So they have a lot going on there. Shout out to you, Bobby, and thank you for everything. Other than that, I just wanted to show you, and like I said, I was having problems turning the camera around, but I'll get that fixed. But more importantly, I just want to bring you the heartfelt message to you that even the message reinforced to me today was, there's a lot of days that I came here and I just didn't know. But now coming on the other side, I can say now that I know, and I'm so proud of myself and so happy for myself that I didn't give up. It just gives you a good feeling on the inside. That's all. It just gives you a good feeling. So one of the funny things is, I drank coffee here so much that it got to the point where I couldn't drink coffee anymore, because it was giving me the jitters, and my doctor was like, you might need to give up coffee, bro. I was drinking, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 cups of cups of coffee a day. So now I don't even drink coffee anymore. That's the funny thing about this. I'll drink tea every now and then, but mostly I'll drink water, smoothies, and a good bourbon. I really like Buffalo Trace, by the way. So with all that being said, I cut it short, but I just wanted to reiterate to you guys, hey, you came here to do great things. You didn't come here just to be average. You came here to do great things. So I want to encourage you that if you're on the path and you're frustrated, keep going. If you haven't started and you know you need to start, today is the perfect day. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. So I got some more good stuff coming. I want to thank you guys for coming in.